Keijo is back today, so I am returned today to do the next part of Keijo. And what shall Keijo bring us today? Hopefully more ass, because god damn, the anime knows how to frame its ass, and it likes its ass a lot. Okay. My YouTube just kicked in, so yeah, we are all ready to go. I think we got like a minute to go on the actual episode, I believe. 1 minute and 20 seconds left, so about 90 seconds. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to this because the first episode, it was certainly something. I did not expect what episode 1 would bring us, but I'm so glad it exists. That's the main thing I kind of take away. It's one of those animes you didn't know had to exist, but you're so glad it does because it's just so bloody amazing. Like, it's just and boobs. And fighting with ass and boobs, you can't make this stuff up. Like, you can't even explain it. It's the major other thing to take away. It's like a game that people just tap with their ass and boobs. You just can't explain these kind of things. It's like, it just happens, man. It's a thing that just happens. And I think we've got like 38 seconds to go. So I'm actually going to scream when I'm going to start this actual live stream, because people say it's actually really hard to actually kind of time my live streams. So when I actually about to start the damn video, I will actually just shout, "This is when I'm going to start the video," because I think that might just be a lot better. Because other than that, people get confused. I'm like, well, I do count it down, so I don't know why people get confused, but I'll just count it down again and just say, this is a second we're going to start it, like, right now. I think we've got 4 seconds to go anyway on here, so I do apologize if it does technically get confusing to actually kind of map up my live streams, as I didn't really know. It's one of those things I don't know, because I thought my countdowns are alright, but apparently they're not. I thought, there's no subs. I know, because whenever you actually kind of go in raw, you kind of go in, you kind of go in before the thing actually meant to start. It kind of starts out raw. Like, oh. Right. Yeah, there we are. Alright. Alrighty-ho. Check we actually got everything correctly. Yep. And everything's correct on that end. Yeah, we are good to go. We actually are good to go. We're going in this... I'll put this up because it's pretty quiet, apparently. Alright, okay. So, this is how we're going to do it. Okay, so... I'm going to start this in 3, 2, 1. Right now, I'm starting the video. Ooh, hold on. Yo, well, I didn't pull out the episode in time. Oh, sorry. Do apologize for that one. That's what happens when you randomly open up a streams. It does happen. Oh my god, I just see that. Did that just happen? Am I still living? Did you just do a 100-meter butt walk? Did that just happen? Oh my god. I'm still shocked. I'm still just kind of contemplating what hell I just saw in my eyes. He got... Well, we found it, guys. We found top tier. This is it. I still can't get past the fact there's actually an anime about fighting with your ass. I can't get past that idea. Do you know this is good like the new kind of 2001 Space Odyssey? People could be writing essays on what the F this actual anime is, and people be like, "Oh my god, it's actually really freaking deep." Like without you realizing, it's actually a really deep anime about the social politics behind fighting with said ass. Like you just don't know what could happen if you fight with your ass. Does your ass live on? Does it die? You just don't know. Do you give up that ass or do you get a new ass? It just social commentary, yo. See, that's how you do a running shot with a girl with big boobs, that making it look gratuitous. That's how you do it, guys. Yeah, I had Sensei's pretty hot. I don't take 5 minutes buffering it. Well, I'll wait patiently. I hope you don't mind if I ask you to count the times you're on for a few seconds when I get there. Yeah, sure. I'll be fine. I'll do that. Not now, though. Don't worry. I'm Asian. Did she just say that? Oh my god. This is a season of butts when you realise it. Damn it, guys. You almost got me there. I was like, you're not doing a gratuitous booby jiggle. You did one. Damn it. Okay, look. No. What was that? It's just like. It's actually studies of it. Like, are we just saying? Are we just saying this now? Is that the greatest anime ever created? It's the sort of school I want to be in. Boobology. Boobology. That's that. It's we got there. I wish I was that tired. I have no idea what the hell's happening, but I'm enjoying it so much. And what time are we talking? We are talking 9:25. That's where we are. 9:25. This ain't working. Hope that helped. Is that a break of the convention? Did he just deconstruct the booby grab? This anime's got everything. The deconstruction of the booby grab. There we are. We've done it. We actually hit the deconstructions. We just stopped playing because it's got too much wind. I have no idea, but to me, it's a deconstruction of the genre. It's always the guy that grabs the boob. So when I see a woman grab the boob, I'm like, my god, it's different. I'm telling you, it's a social commentary on the difficulties of using balls within very windy situations. I'm telling you. Isn't it? Oba's kind of an interesting character as well, isn't she? So she's kind of like the more silent type around there. I'm guessing she probably might just grow as time goes on. There'll be more to her than we get right now. See, I'm kind of getting that impression as well. She does remind me of someone. I don't know why I get the impression that the character design kind of looks something similar to like Domaldi, I think that's how you pronounce it, the Penguin Kingdom one. The Penguin Kingdom's anime. Though she does kind of remind me of someone. I can't put my finger on it. Maybe. It could be another thing. We can judge where the ball lands by just being over. Strangely, I thought she was going to do a Rasengan just then. I'm telling you, she can do a Rasengan in a second. She got it wrong. Did she do it on purpose to get her to speak? Ow. I'm guessing. Oh, snap. She gone done it. She put her ass into it. There we are, done it. That's the pun of the day. I was waiting for the perfect time to use that pun, and that was the perfect time. Talent should be for those animes. Once you put your ass into it, everything goes well. It's the best pun ever. Leave me alone. Jesus freaking Christ. How ponytail moves. Whoa. Did she just like get born from the butt matrix? Because that's just like stopping butts, like stopping time with bullet time, but that's just stopping butts with bullet time. Oh damn. She did. She did go. She did a go. That. Buddy, speak. Gatling. Of course, that actually exists. Did she go Super Saiyan butt form? I like that's going. A vacuum butt cannon. That was it. That was that. That was Keijo for another week. How do I find out what the hell's happening? But I'm like, yeah. Really was waiting for someone to shout, put your ass into it, but no one did. I was very disappointed. So she has the move of vacuum butt cannon. Like, I don't freaking know. It's like planetary Rasen Shuriken. It just like it just does so much destruction, but in this kind of destruction, it gets rid of your clothing, so it's actually not a bad kind of destruction. But if that happened, I pretty much lost it when she actually did the whole entire thing with the butt walking. I was like, that's just the greatest thing ever. I was like, please just tell me this is actually happening, because it actually is, isn't it? It actually is something that's actually happening right now. And I can't fathom my own interpretation or my own thoughts on it, but it's actually happening, so I'm so glad it's happening. But if you know about the Bat Vacuum and Butt Gatling, then you don't know what is the series has in store. No, I haven't actually read into anything of this series. I'm actually going in completely blind. And it's a butt in the clouds. I keep on forgetting that's actually learning. It makes me laugh each time. The manga goes beyond 1,000 times on the moves. Does it get to a point when it goes planetary Rasen Buttcan? Like in essence, it just goes like, and then the whole entire world just lose all their clothing. Does that actually happen? Because if it does, then I will give this anime a 10 out of 10 straight away. Right, me, all right. Whew, okay, let's actually talk about this. Let's just take a moment to speak about Keijo episode 2. Pretty much even better. Okay, 10 out of 10. Well, ReZero, you've lost the place for best anime of the year because this one's got planetary Rasen Buttcan, so can't help that. I can't help that, ReZero. You could have had it, but you didn't have it, so I can't help it. But yeah, all right, let's talk about this because this actually had some areas of stuff I didn't expect anime to go, but it had it. I'm so glad it did. Teamwork, in essence, teamwork in actually kind of having those combos with the ball. It's actually kind of interesting. It was one of those things. It kind of has its own set of rules. It's actually kind of an interesting sport because of it. It's not just boobs and asses fighting each other. There's actually some kind of law and science behind it. It's actually kind of interesting. In essence, they even have to go to classes for boobology and arse autonomy, I think it was called. Like something like that. Like, there is a lot to it. So it's not just boobs and asses in your face fighting. There's actually a lot to it. So I'm actually kind of enjoying the fact there is some depth to the whole entire actual game. It's not just boobs and asses. Actually kind of welcome. I actually quite like it. So good job to the anime because I didn't expect this to go kind of beyond just being boobs and asses fighting each other. I didn't expect to actually have some kind of like boobology and ass autonomy to it, but it does. I thought to myself, oh, but it had to be some kind of interesting character. I think it had to give something to the group because she kind of did seem a little bit interesting. She read a lot into a lot of the things about Keijo, so I thought to myself, she's got to shine at one point. And this episode allowed that for her. She shined. She actually knew where the ball's gonna land. And actually, like that, once actually realized, holy freaking Christ, she knows where it's gonna land. They actually used her to their advantage. Actually, kind of neat to see because she actually knew where it's gonna land and actually kind of went and actually won. I thought it was actually going to neat. But now is that kind of idea of what the hell's going to happen with the butt cannon? Like, literally, what is this butt cannon? What would it do? What's it going to, like, kind of cause the plot? Because, freaking hell, if she can actually do that and it actually causes, like, mass clothing to be released, then I have no idea what to expect next. Because it's going to get interesting and roll fast. But the one thing I'm kind of noting is the character designs remind me of a different anime. Like, it kind of hitting me back in the brain, like, I've seen this character designer somewhere else. Like, in essence, I kind of think to myself, he seems the kind of character designer that would work on like an anime by Arms, like one of those more stylized Arms show. But then again, I think Zebek has this kind of art style sometimes. I'm not too sure, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of it. So, yeah. But all in all, what can I really say? It's bloody interesting. Like, it's one of those shows that people might disregard it because, A, it's boobs and asses on the screen constantly, guys. Like, what are you expecting else than that? But it actually has some area of depth to it, so I do appreciate that because I didn't expect, again, as I said before, I reiterate what I said, I didn't expect that they actually have laws behind what's going on here, so it's really welcome to have this because it could, as I said, I'll reiterate a point again, it could just be boobs and asses, but it isn't. So it's kind of neat. And the animation, must say, the animation is actually pretty freaking good. I did not expect the animation to be this good. It actually is pretty freaking, like, kind of surprising. So I actually do enjoy what the actual animation studio, I think it's Zebekis, is that how you pronounce it? Zebekis, how you pronounce it? Something like that. But I'm glad they're actually kind of pulling their weight, putting their ass into it, and actually giving us a good anime to actually look at. I've got to start using that pun. Like, I know I've used the pun already, and it's actually a pretty freaking amazing pun, but I've got to use that pun more often. But it's just, I want to see where this actually goes to. Like, in essence, I want to see what the actual games will bring and see where this anime can just surprise me with. Because it seems like it has a lot of its sleeve, and it seems like it's actually just releasing that slowly, so animation's a bit too sized to my liking in action shots, but it does kind of lend itself well to the action shots though. Like in essence, sometimes stylization doesn't kind of work. The thickness and outlines and all. I can see what you mean though. I can see the thickness and outlines can be some kind of like deterrent, but I don't mind it. I just quite like it. But I think I actually kind of like the freaking hell, man. I actually quite like the fact it's releasing all of its kind of like. It isn't just doing a 52 car pickup and just go and allowing all the cards to be released at that one section. It ain't releasing all that. It's releasing it slowly. In essence, it's not just giving you the best thing straight away and actually saying that's it. It's actually kind of releasing what it could be the best thing next week or the week after that, the week after that. The new moves that kind of get introduced kind of also are evoking that whole entire idea. So I do actually welcome the fact they're actually just taking it a bit slow. In essence, not kind of putting their I don't know what the actual saying is, like putting all their eggs in the same basket, I think they say it. Like just kind of just doing all the same time, saying, hey, here's your load, mate. Now you've watched the show. It isn't that. It's actually taking it slowly and actually kind of just giving you this sense that, okay, that's the best thing ever. No, next week just gets even better and better and better. So it's actually kind of nice to have that, because certain shows have a tendency to actually release what's good about them straight away, and it kind of gets a bit tiring after a while. In essence, some comedy shows do tend to do that. In essence, they do a good job of developing their setting and characters. They do. In essence, I quite like the characters. Granted, I think didn't they kind of cut a bit of Nozomi's the main character. They cut a bit of Nozomi's backstory a little tiny bit. In essence, I think she came from a not very rich upbringing. That's why she kind of wants to go to Keijo to actually get some money to actually kind of get her family out of the rut they were in. I think they did disregard that one a little bit. I'm not too sure if or not I did miss the kind of little shot I said it, but I think they're not kind of talking about it too much. But yeah, as I said before, a lot of comedy shows tend to fall into that kind of trap of releasing what's good about them straight away. This one's not doing that. This one's kind of saying, look guys, okay, so you got vacuum ass cannon. That could be the best thing ever, but no, we got more things to show you. So it's actually kind of welcoming. In essence, they also, as I said, as some of the comments, but at one point the manga just started diving into what the F am I even reading anymore for Gantz style. I don't even think we'll even get this. Sadly, so it just goes beyond the point of absurdity, and just goes into straightforward Gantz style. Because Gantz style is kind of one of those things. I have to read the manga after this anime ends, because it does get interesting quite quickly. But hopefully it does kind of keep the comedy going. In essence, it kind of keeps this idea that it won't get boring straight away, because if it does, then I think this might be one of those ones that it falls into the trap again. In essence, I don't want it to, because it seems like it's not going to, but you got to kind of take that idea with you. You can't just say, oh, this might be the best thing ever, because it could, in theory, fall into that trap I'm talking about. Because a lot of the comedy shows I've watched over the past year, I'd say, have fallen into that kind of trap of being kind of generic after about 3 episodes. This one seems to kind of still have steam to get there. Excuse me. Steam to actually get to maybe about episode 7. Then maybe it might get tiring, I'm not too sure. But not too sure, because I don't know what it was. One anime I've watched, I think it was last year. I think it was actually Shigeki no Kyojin, the Chungaku, I think is how you pronounce the Japanese titling. That one kind of, it was really freaking funny. Then it got really freaking tiring after about episode 7. Hopefully this anime doesn't do that. It doesn't seem like it is, but I just think I should kind of just drum in the whole entire idea. I don't want this to actually happen, because I feel like if this continues in this vein, this could be one of the best of the year. Literally, it could be one of the biggest surprises. I didn't really think much going into this. I thought I was going to get myself an anime about arse and boobs. But hopefully I can keep my optimism actually really, really high. It doesn't actually kind of just fall into every other single comedy show known to exist, besides a couple, because the only one I know that's really kind of kept itself going for more than freaking hell, 200 episodes is Gintama. That's one of the shows I know that just keeps on getting better and better. It's comedy. And also Dead Lives of High School Boys. It's done by the same studio, so it doesn't really count. But you never know. It could be one of those animes that just constantly surprises you. It could just be that. Hopefully it is, because all the characters seem like they actually could bring something to the actual anime. They don't seem like they're all there for a reason of being there. They kind of do, in a way, fit an archetype, but they kind of also bring themselves forward into the anime, it seems like the comedy will get stale, but not in chapters later. I'm still actually legitimately laughing out loud at everything it does. As long as they don't F up, I think it has potential. That's true. In essence, if you can still laugh in 90 chapters and the manga's doing something, if the anime can still do that, then it's actually completely alright. But what was I saying before? I think it was about the characters. They kind of do feel an archetype, but they still do bring something to the show that it don't feel like they're there for the sake of being there. Because sometimes you do get these archetypes that are there for the sake of being there, because they need that kind of archetype. In essence, the girl with the big boobs, the girl with the flat chest, the girl who's silent, the girl who kind of seems sort of reminiscent of Rei Aranami. I can't pronounce the second name. No, I can't pronounce the second name, but. Yeah, and also you got the actual kind of loud character. So they all kind of fit an archetype, but it doesn't actually kind of deter from the whole entire anime, because again, sometimes it can, but this one it doesn't, because it's actually welcoming to the show that they're there, because they kind of need to be there. So them being there, it really works. If it doesn't actually need to be there, it doesn't work too well. But because they need to be there, it works really damn well. So I actually kind of welcome the fact they kept the convention slightly, because it's actually really welcome to the show. So I think actually kind of welcome everything. So completely content where this anime is going with episode 2. Hopefully this anime only gets better, because it seems like it can. I mean, Vacuum Butt Cannon just kind of proved to me that it can. So with all that said, I have indeed been the driver. I think I've been streaming about 40 minutes. So if you have enjoyed the live stream as a whole, and you do want to leave a like, do leave a like, because indeed it does help me quite a bit. If you have enjoyed my content as a whole, and you do want to leave a sub, because we actually are at 510 subscribers. You want to become the 511th or 12th, don't know where I'm at the moment, do leave a sub, because indeed it does help me quite a bit. But until tomorrow with my other live streams, kind of thinking where I actually put Overlord into my schedule. I'm kind of still figuring that one out. So if you do happen to see Overlord kind of a bit later, it's because I'm trying to see where I can actually fit that in. So do want to look out for that. But until then, I shall see you guys later. Oh, by the way, I didn't actually kind of say this, but I'm actually always, if anyone wants to kind of still chat, I'm actually still in the comments until this actual video processes. So if everyone wants to kind of like have an open conversation, I'm always there until this video actually processes and actually close the conversation. So I will stick around for maybe about 15 minutes, I think it's how long it stays open for. So, yes, I shall see you guys later. Bye for now.